Beauty to me is part of your identity.
Are we live?
This is how I see myself. It's expressive, diverse, where you come from. Beauty is a language. How do I want to show up in the world? How we walk outside and represent the best versions of ourselves. My name is Diarrha, founder of Amicole. Amicole is a clean beauty brand made to celebrate melanin-rich skin. I am first-generation Senegalese American. I am from Harlem, USA. Senegalese culture runs through my blood, you know?
This is the house that I grew up in.
This was the 80s and 90s, and there were a few like pubs and bars around, so you hear the music blasting, Mary J. Blige and all the old school hip hop. You know, my father as this community builder, helping his friends that were fresh to the United States. My mother had the salon on 125th Street in the heart of Harlem.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
My mom was really like a mother figure to a lot of women.
Even though it was from my mom, to me now, the tradition will always stay the same.
Making sure that women have the material they need to be the best versions of themselves, you know? My mom building an entire new family from scratch through this one shop door. I remember very distinctly making the trip from 116th Street down to 34th Street. It was a big thing going into the city, you know, I'm leaving Harlem, then you're in Times Square, and I would look up at these billboards and I would never see someone who looks like me. I was struggling with these two worlds of what was beautiful in Harlem at the salon and then what was beautiful to the rest of the world. You know, not seeing myself represented, then how do I change the narrative? After college, working in the beauty industry, I naively thought that the times were changing and I would be this big disruptor. But that ceiling just shattered on me. The institution was definitely not ready for those changes. I was working a dream job, being able to have that safety net that my parents didn't have. But my soul would not allow me to take that road. I had to leave all of that felt familiar and very safe. I would have to champion that on my own. What happens if I just try? What happens if every single day I write one thing down, I take one meeting or one little thing on the vision board? What happens when these compile? You not only have to build the product and the company, but also change a mindset that Black beauty deserves a space. And then finally, we launched Amicole.
Yeah, where do I go? Are we live?
The name comes from my mom, and she would kill me if it was named anything else. Let's make sure we get the logo right. To bring this new standard of beauty, it's a huge responsibility. Look at that melt into skin. You won't even tell that she has anything on. Social media has allowed this crazy instantaneous feedback loop.
Testing an Amicole product today.
When you use the internet as a vehicle and you record your journey and you're being transparent, voila. Along the way, you bring on your team and your tribe. This is exactly why we do this, to empower women to feel like their best selves and to see themselves, right? So having the tools to connect with my community, it's been game-changing.
And I've been super obsessed with her.
My community encouraged me, and that gave me the motivation to do the hard thing. So really close on the skin and then telling stories through the eyes. It feels so good to walk downstairs on 42nd Street, the biggest Sephora in North America, and to see your products displayed front and center. Don't think you need all the resources in the world to get this done, right? You look to your left and you look to your right and you can make magic. Yeah. My dad, you know, he was deadly sick during COVID. To come out of that and to see this was a very, very prideful, moment for him. Keep going, I'm trying. Okay, thank you, Dad. My parents were able to build a community, and here I am providing for my new community. This feeling of home for so many Black and brown women around the world. And here we are in the middle of freaking 42nd Street. This is the special moment that brown girls dream of. Your face being broadcast in Times Square, it feels out of this world. I'm really proud to create a business that continues to grow on a global scale. There's some little girl now that can go to 42nd Street, look up at a billboard, and say, that girl looks like me. She's beautiful.